I just told my sister-in-law I will never eat in public with her husband again after he completely humiliated us at a fancy Italian restaurant. I paid for my food and walked out, but the worst part? My late wife would have been absolutely mortified. My wife passed away in 2022, but I have tried so hard to maintain a great relationship with her sister and her family. I genuinely thought we had a solid bond, until last night. We decided to go to a very nice, upscale Italian restaurant, and I have never been so furious in my entire life. First of all, her 46-year-old husband made us late for our reservation because he took his sweet time getting ready. Then, he complained about everything from the parking situation to why we had to wait for our table. We finally get seated, even though his 13-year-old showed up to this high-end restaurant wearing torn pajama pants and a ripped hoodie because Dad said it was fine. We ordered enough expensive appetizers for everyone to share. The husband immediately grabbed half of the entire plate for himself because he couldn't wait, and then proceeded to loudly complain about the food he just hoarded. When the waiter came, the husband ordered a crazy, highly modified pizza and then actively bitched at the poor server when they charged him for the extra toppings. But here is the part that made my blood boil. Both my sister-in-law and I have worked in the restaurant industry. Her grown husband sits there at a family dinner with both earbuds in, watching anime on his phone. When he finishes his Mountain Dew, instead of asking for a refill, he literally shakes his empty glass in the waiter's face. He then laughed out loud, bragging about how he didn't even have to use words to get service. It was so disgusting. The final straw happened when the check arrived. One appetizer I was paying for accidentally ended up on their bill. It was an easy fix, but the husband started yelling at the server, shouting, "How hard is it to do your job right the first time?" I completely lost it. I didn't even argue. I just stood up, followed the waiter directly to the register, paid for myself and the two older kids, said goodbye to my sister-in-law, and walked straight out the door. Later, she called me, playing dumb and asking if her husband did something wrong. I laid it all out, explaining how humiliating his behavior was. She defended him, claiming nobody else has a problem with his attitude. But 10 minutes later, my mother-in-law called me, personally thanking me for being the only person brave enough to finally call him out. Am I the a-hole?